Good afternoon once again from the Vagabond Expedition Jeep Wrangler. Just wanted to show you guys today how to install a trailer hitch wiring harness. And what we've got here is the Smitty built JK tow hitch wiring harness. We'll take a few minutes to install that, show you just how easy it is to get all set up and ready for your expedition trailer. So I've gone ahead, we've opened up the wiring harness kit here. We've got the harness itself, a few connector pieces, and the instruction manual. I've dug out a Phillips screwdriver. I don't think we're going to need a whole lot more than that, to be honest with you. We've got our OEM style tow hitch here. I do have an extension in it right now with a stabilizer pin and locking system. And here's the bracket for the wiring harness itself. I'll try and do up a video about installing the actual OEM receiver hitch point. It's honestly, it's dead simple. There's 4 bolts in behind here. Definitely don't take it to a shop and get one done. They'll probably charge you $200 or $300 for this. Plus the install, when you can find these from your local Jeep club, people are probably giving them away as they replace the bumper with an integrated system. And you know, $20, $30, $40, $50, maybe even just a case of beer or something like that, and you can have one with all the attachments. So let's go ahead and get this installed. Like I said, I think I'm only going to need a screwdriver, but we've got other tools handy as well, just in case. So let's get started. Into the instructions here: disconnect negative from the battery. Well, I don't do that. Remove the driver's side rear tail light, figure A. Taillight removal, it's just a couple screws, so let's go ahead and do that. So I've taken my bracket off and the 4 screws are out, and it is not budging. There we go, it's just dirty. Give it a little bit of a wiggle. I was pretty sure it's only these back 2 screws that need to come out, but because it was being so tight, I wasn't 100% sure, so we've just undone the whole thing here. So there's the inside of your driver's side taillight assembly. Next step is to disconnect this. I'll go ahead and do that and attach the harness piece, but I'm going to need 2 hands for that, so I'm going to go ahead and put the camera down for a moment. So I'll just show you here how this assembly works. Is this back piece, you would get your fingers here to pull, and you want to hold this in place, but at the same time push down right here. Push down on that and pull. You want to use 2 fingers to hold that, so you're not putting a strain on the wire. I will just set that down out of the way. So your wiring harness has 2 plugs on it. There's a female and a male. So your female plug mates with the male plug in the Jeep. The male plug mates with the female that's on your light assembly. So there we are, all connected in for the basics of the wiring harness. Make sure you push each of these plugs in until they're tight. If they are full of dirt and grime already, make sure you give those a good cleaning before you do reassemble everything here. So it's hard to see, but down in here is a foam panel with openings that go out to the Jeep. So we want to take the actual wiring harness and just fish that down through there. Break our tail light in the process, not quite, but juggling with one hand and doing this. Makes it fun. Okay, wiring harness is fished through. Attach the plug to the OEM hitch or the Smitty built hitch part. Okay, camera's going down for a moment here. So we've gone and attached this part. It just pressure fits up in the existing hitch mount. And now we just gotta tie up the loose wires so nothing's hanging down in here. Comes included with these pressure pieces, these press fit pieces. So there must be a hole in there, so we're just gonna put the camera down once again and have a closer look. Alright, as I was just showing you, there are these lock-in pieces on the wiring harness. So if you look in underneath your Jeep, there are some holes. Here's on the frame rail right here. I've already got this one pushed in. This one here lines up, and it's just push it into place. Alright, just about done here. Like I said before, I got this mounted, and I've been running the wire, the split loom harness around and up and through. What I found easier was to go backwards. Instead of fishing down, I fished up, and I disconnected the taillight again, fished up with these just so I could run the split loom along and attach it into the proper mounting points. And then I fished up through the foam. You can see it back in here, through there, up in through the foam, and out the taillight assembly. I'll reattach the taillight, put it back together. This I'm just going to tape up for now. I don't need it for my application, but I'm just going to tape that up for now so it stays up and out of the way. So I'm going to put this all together. I'll show you a quick ending, and off to the next thing. Alright, so we've reassembled our taillight assembly. We're just going to tape that up and call it a day with the Smitty built tow hitch wiring kit. Total time spent maybe about 15 minutes of fussing around.